Arriving in Nottingham for the first time can be something of a daunting experience for a foreigner. But with its own culture and history, Nottingham is an attractive multicultural city with a vibrant student life.
Oh, Nottingham was amazing. The food's amazing.
Yeah,
I
everybody
love Nottingham.
smiles.
I live in Lenton. I think it's great.
What's your favourite thing in Nottingham?
All the different cultures.
All different
Yeah.
cultures.
All different cultures. Lots of people are friendly. Everyone comes together at certain times. Carnivals, shops, everything. It's great.
Understandably, a lot of the Nigerians arriving in Nottingham tend to be students, here to study an undergraduate or a postgraduate course in one of its two major universities. But to get an insight into life in Nottingham, who better to ask than the students themselves?
Yeah, my experience in Nottingham has been fun, educating.
It's been a great experience.
It's really been wonderful,
Yeah, just one of the facts, being an African, living in Nottingham, it's not easy, man.
I don't know. I would say it's a mixture of, good and bad. It's like a different culture because I'm not English, so coming here as an international student has changed the way I look at things.
So I'm here in Old Market Square, which is basically the heart of Nottingham. And as you can see, this wide open area where there's a lot of things happening. They have events throughout the year and people come here to spend time just, to get a part of Nottingham. But then what do we as Nigerians do for fun? What is it that attracts us to this beautiful city?
For those with class, there is the Theatre Royal, where they can go to watch plays, or the Corner House, which is a complex housing cinemas and restaurants. There are also shopping centres, the Ice Arena, the Gallery, and Nottingham Castle. There are seasonal events that Nottingham is known for, like the Bonfire Night in autumn and the Goose Fair, which runs for a week in October. Being predominantly a student town, there is also the vibrant nightlife of clubs and parties around the city.
And when it comes down to partying, you know how the Africans get down, you understand?
Get down
In
hard.
that way, the sector is fine.
It's been boring sometimes because, the clubs aren't exactly what I'm used to back home in Nigeria.
But this raises an issue, for some may go overboard without the watchful eyes of their parents. I spoke with Pastor Dr. Ezekiel Alawale, the CEO of God's Vineyard Ministry, to get his views on the matter.
What we do is to create a system, and like you said, not all of them, we can't see all of them, but we create a system and other levels of leaders, and they have their own leaders among them. We encourage them, if there are problems, if they have any issues that they can't handle, they have direct access to me. They can go to any of these leaders too. I think Nottingham has a peculiarity of having a lot of youth. And in the past, the statistics were so bad for Nottingham. Crime rates, all kinds of vices. But thank God, things have gone down now.
Have you come across students who are acting out of character because their parents are not around?
There are quite a number of them who do that. I think the society that we are here, a lot of these children have not been, they've been living at home, they've not been left to be on their own. This is the first time a number of them will gain what we call freedom, and a number of them are falling into the hands of bad friends who have very bad influence on them, and a couple of unfortunate situations. But of those people that came to us here, it's been very great. God has helped us. They develop friends among people in the church who are their own colleagues, who are their own classmates. And once you have good friends, it's like your path is decided.
Being in a foreign country for a long time can make you hungry for your traditional Nigerian food. I met with Mr. Wilson Okolo, the owner of Willox International Food Store. With a wide variety of African and Caribbean food items, he plays a big part in contributing to the Nigerian community in Nottingham.
I set up the business because I've looked around and see that there is no place where our people can come and get some information or somebody to talk to, share their problems or their ideas with. So I said, well, I think the best thing for me to do is to open up a shop, a business where people can meet me and interact with me, and I interact with them as well. So,
Wellington, we have all these things at the back, and these boys, I don't understand them. All the shelves are empty. Why we have? Can we stock up the shop with what we got at the back?
starting up a business is just a focus, and then once you mention money, you mention stress, and once you mention stress, then it's hard. As a young man, always move around. If you're looking for a job, don't say you're looking for a job in Nottingham because my friends are in Nottingham. No. You can easily make friends anywhere you go to. We always want to stay in Nottingham. We always want to stay in Europe. Forgetting that where you come from, there is so many opportunities there. So our people always focus, oh, this is Europe. We're better here. It's not true. We're not better here. We are better anywhere.
But we always let people know that it's not everybody that will remain in UK. It depends on where God is leading you. Wherever God is leading you is the best place for you. But for those that don't want to stay here, we always want to support them as well.
On a more serious note, however, is the issue of racism.
The situation determines how you deal with it. If it's a serious thing, then you gotta get cops involved. You gotta get police involved in it and let them deal with it. And you go to court and all that.
I just feel that a lot of people are ignorant, and we just try to let them know we are basically the same, and it's just the pigment of the skin that make us different. So I think it's a matter of education. A lot of people that are well traveled, that are well informed, we don't have any problem with them.
The only one I've come across, it's funny, but it's a Jamaican man, that just came into my shop and said, you know that this shop stinks? I said, how do you mean? I said, he swore at me, he said, just go back to your country. Just looked at him. I said, look at a black man, telling a black man to go back to his country. So it's funny. I just looked at him and I just laughed.
But despite the odd issue of racism, most agree that the experience of coming to Nottingham has been positive. For a foreign student, Nottingham presents the right blend of culture, fun, and education. Especially for a Nigerian, the community of friends around the city offers a chance to interact and socialize with different cultures, as well as your own. Studying in Nottingham has certainly exposed me to a lot of views and cultural influences.
But the experience has been good, man. It's been interesting.
It's been rewarding.
I see things from a higher or a better perspective now.